Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about IR spectroscopy. We already know UV visible spectroscopy. This is the second type of spectroscopy technique, IR spectroscopy. See the definition of IR spectroscopy. IR spectroscopy means absorption of light in IR region. Absorption of light in IR region causes transition between vibrational and rotational energy levels. So, it is also known as vibrational spectroscopy. Another name is rotational spectroscopy. Okay, here the definition is whenever the light is absorbed in IR region, the light is absorbed in IR region, which causes transition between vibrational level and rotational energy levels. The transition takes place between vibrational levels and rotational energy levels. Okay, so it is also known as vibrational spectroscopy and then rotational spectroscopy. That is the definition of IR spectroscopy. In this one, IR region is nothing but according to electromagnetic radiation. Okay, this is the third region. Okay, the first region is radio waves, next one, second one is microwaves, and third one is infrared region. Okay, in this IR spectroscopy is applicable for IR region rays. Okay, that is the definition. Okay, see the principle involved in IR spectroscopy. IR active compounds will get IR spectra gets excited and shows vibrational and rotational spectra. Okay, IR active compounds will get IR spectra. Okay, IR active compounds releases IR spectra. Okay, which gets excited. Okay, which get excited and shows vibrational and rotational spectra, which is characteristics for functional group. Okay, the main aim of IR spectroscopy is to characterize a functional group and fingerprinting region. Here fingerprint region is nothing but the neighboring functional groups signals. The neighboring functional group signals, that is the fingerprinting region. Okay, in this principle there are two types of fundamental vibration. The first one is stretching, second one is bending. First one is stretching vibrations, next one is bending vibration. Okay, see, stretching vibrations are further divided into two types. One is symmetrical stretching, asymmetrical stretching. Symmetrical stretching, like that, this is the atom, a molecule. Suppose H2O is the molecule, this one is considered as a oxygen, with these two are the hydrogen atom. Okay, in this one both are stretched same side. Okay, both atoms are stretched same side. This is the indication, this is the same side. Here also this is the same side. That is the symmetrical manner. Okay, that is the first possibility in this side. Okay, that means right side more stretching, and the left side stretching, that is also second possibility. This is the symmetrical stretching. Next one, see, asymmetrical stretching. Asymmetrical stretching is one atom stretched right side, another atom stretched left side. Okay, that is the possibility. There is also two possibility, right side, left side, and then second possibility left side and then right side. Okay, these two are the stretching phenomena. Next one, see, second type of vibrations, fundamental vibrations are four types. Bending are four types. Okay, in this one, first condition is scissoring. Okay, scissoring is like, okay, scissor manner. Okay, close together, both are close together like a scissoring condition, that is a scissoring bending. Next one is rocking. Okay, rocking condition is okay, both are forward or both are backward direction. That is the rocking condition. In this condition, bond angle is same. Okay, in rocking bending manner, our bond angle is same. That is the second bending. Next one, see third bending. Okay, here this one is the third bending technique. Which one is wagging? Okay, wagging, consider a plane. Okay, there is a plane. Okay, these two atoms bending is in outside the plane or inside the plane. That means above the plane or below the plane. Okay, the wagging takes place in same side of the plane. That is the wagging condition. Next one is twisting. Twisting, here plane is the middle one. Okay, one atom takes place above the plane, another atom takes place below the plane. Both are in opposite directions. That is the twisting condition. Okay, this is the principle involved in IR spectroscopy. Is it clear, students? Thank you.